Hello farmers, welcome back to Selendra, rolling this field for the third time. Good times. The sunflower field that we bought, that it has been planted and rolled. The grass fields have been rolled. And yeah, this time rolling these fields, I'm doing them all in one go in a clockwise rotation. So why am I doing this for a third time, you may be asking yourselves. Well, today there is like a snowstorm going through, so this morning I got up and I was going to get all the rolling done before recording, and I probably got like maybe a third of the way getting these fields done, and I had a power cut. And about 10 minutes later the power came back on. I said, oh, I still got time to get the recording done this morning. So I hopped back on, got the field almost to the exact same location, and lost power again. So this time, though, I lost power for about maybe 6-7 hours, somewhere in that area here. So now I'm back doing it again. I'm just a little bit nervous, though, because it's still snowing outside. And it's snowing pretty darn good, which has caused some problems with my satellite internet, which usually is not a problem. My satellite internet usually has a heater on it to melt the snow. But when you don't have power for 6 or 8 hours, there's no heater to melt the snow. So I have power now. But the problem is there's about maybe 4 inches of snow sitting on top of the satellite dish. But according to my app, the heater is on, it's melting, and it'll take approximately 4 hours to melt the snow, which sounds like a long time. But since it's still snowing out, it's probably just accumulating as fast as it's melting it. I don't think it's made to melt a whole bunch of snow. So if this video happens to be short or late getting out, it's because of all the issues I just said there. Because even after I get this recorded and edited and rendered, I don't have internet to upload it currently. So maybe in 4 or 6 hours. It's supposed to snow for like another 6 hours or so. So that's the way I've been starting my day and kind of ending my day. And for in case you're wondering how much snow have I gotten, well, in the past 12 hours, I think we're somewhere, if I look outside by my measuring stick, it's somewhere around 14 inches of snow so far. And I think they're forecasting still like another 3 to 7 inches, somewhere around there. So lovely times here. But anyways, in Selendra, yeah, we're getting the fields rolled. After I get this done rolled, looks like I need to top this tractor off with some diesel because it's starting to flash at me. So we'll put some diesel in here. And then I got to double check on the animals and everything, make sure everything's all set. And then slowly speed through some time because it is time to sell the fabric. Last year at this time, we did sell the fabric in April. But the best price usually is in May, according to the price chart. So we'll have a look-see and just kind of figure out when to sell the fabric. I would like to sell it this month just to see what the difference is on the loan interest, but I'm not going to sell it if the price is still going up, because then we can figure it out between the month of May and June. I got all the fields seeded in between episodes, and of course, yeah, the rolling. The sunflower field, yeah, I did take care of that completely. The grass fields are all set. First time I hit a tree, which is amazing. Usually I hit them a bunch of times. I did have to refill the seeder with fertilizer, though, when I was planting this field that I'm in. Had about 2 strips left to go and ran out of fertilizer. So I went down to the store, topped off, and that cost about $550. And also in this episode, when we skip on through to the month of May, we should have more horses. 6 more horses to be exact. So that just means they're going to go through the feed a little bit quicker. We're going to see how it goes throughout the year, but I would like to be able to grow a crop where we can just harvest it and then sell it for pure profit later on. But if I got to use all my fields to grow crops for the animals, that's what we'll have to do. I don't think I really took that into consideration when I was putting down the animal pens, thinking Do I have enough fields here to feed all these animals? I mean, the sheep don't seem to be a problem. I mean, the chickens are kind of going through a decent amount of feed, but it's hard to get rid of the chickens when they're bringing us so much money in for the eggs. But I think we'll be, I mean, we do have enough fields for the amount of animals we have. I would just like to have a field or two to be able to grow a different type of cropping. I don't want to, you know, having all these fields back here as one crop type, I guess could be a little bit boring. But it's what you got to do. I mean, that's what some farms do anyways, right? They usually only plant like one type of crop and that's it. I know the farms around where I live, it's basically corn for making chaff for the cows. But every couple of years or so often, they plant soybeans in just to help out the field, get nutrients back into the field. Can't just keep plopping corn down all the time. Just about done rolling up here, though. Then we'll go ahead and make a whole bunch of cash. Still plan on using a little bit of that cash to bring the trailer on over and getting some seed and putting some seed into the greenhouses, make sure those are all set. And those should be set after we do that for years to come. And then we'll just take the rest and throw it at the bank and say, here you go. It's kind of hard to see at this part of the field where I've rolled and haven't rolled. I guess it's one good thing about mulching. It leaves some of the crop on the ground so you can see where you have rolled and haven't rolled. But when you're in a field that's as clean as the one that we're currently in, it's kind of hard to say, I've been here. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll go get set for selling some fabric. Now, all these fields back here should be at 100% yield, except for this field that we're in here. We just bought these over the winter, and there was no crop in it for me to mulch, so I may not get that 2% there. So at worst, they're going to be at 98%. Oh, I still have to do another stage of fertilizing on in here. And there's going to be little sections in here because these were two fields. There was a strip going down the middle here where we plowed and merged the field together, so there's no lime there either. So, but by next year, this field will be pretty darn good. But like fields like this should be at 100%. And this field over here should be at 100%. And this field over here, it does have the same situation like that field that I just explained over there. Gonna have some spots where it needs some lime. You can see, where was that? Right there. So that drops it down to 90%. But overall, it's mostly 100%. We'll get these fields taken care of next year with the lime. But everything's looking good here. Let's go ahead and fold up the roller. Let's go stop at the fuel station. I see you blinking orange at me, or red, whatever color that might be. It looks orange on my screen. At least if it runs out of diesel, I just got to go to the store and probably the fuel station. Most fuel stations have a spare can where you can put some gas in it or fuel, whatever you need to go top off your car if you ran out of fuel just to get it to the station. Nope, that's the store. We don't need to be going to the store. My bad. I don't know whose field this is, but I apologize. And we made it. Unlike a snow runner the other day where I was trying to get one of my vehicles to the fuel depot and I ran short of fuel like 100 meters short. Alright, so $237 in fuel. That's not too bad. Well, I'm going to go up and around this way, I suppose. Actually, I'm trying to remember now. Did I bring... I don't remember if I brought the wool over to the sheep in the morning. A quick check of the production building will let me know if I've done so. Oh yeah, also today there was an update on Giants for Farming Simulator to patch 1.9. So I think I've been around the map enough. But if there's any stuttering, that's just because the shaders got to reload back in. But I think I've been around this map enough to where that shouldn't happen. But yeah, if you happen to see it, that's what that's all about. Let's see here. I guess I'll just park the Fiat for here for now because I will need the trailer and, of course, the telehandler for the fabric. All right, let me just double check on a few things here. Hide inactive. Fabric, yeah, so I must have brought the wool over because it's got 2,000 liters. Yeah, the cotton, we are slowly going through that even though we are growing some, and that's fine. And like I said, the greenhouses, they're low on seed, but not really low on seed. But when we sell the fabric, we'll give them a little bit more. And wood production, we are doing okay. We got enough wood for another 3 months. I think someone left a comment in last episode to where they said we got about 9 months to go. So if that is the case, I need about 45,000 liters in total to get us to where our spruce trees that we planted are full grown. Let me just actually teleport over to the sheep. No, I'm at the farm. Wrong part of the map. There we go. Are you guys doing okay on food? You're about halfway on food. And wow, you got a lot of wool over here already. Congratulations. That's going to help us out quite a bit. How are the chickens doing? The chickens should be doing fine on food. And I've been stacking the eggs, so they're looking just fine. And of course, the horses should be okay as well. And of course, the sawmill is doing what the sawmill does. Also, yeah, in the patch today, there is a nice little barn that you can put down for pallets and bales. It'll hold up to 250 items. So if you watch my East Vineland series where I put down a bale barn, that holds up to 4 million liters of bale types. But the one that Giants added today, I can actually show you because it should be in the store. If I go to construction, go to silos, this little thing, bale and pallet storage. So it's not too expensive. It's $29,000, but it will hold 250 total of pallets and bales or whatever. And I did a little bit of testing on hinterland before I lost power this morning. It's kind of good because you can actually put like if you're wrapping silage bales, you can put the wrapped silage bales in there as grass. And if you take them back out, it'll still bring that bale out, and it'll still say like 8% fermenting or whatever. It actually ferments while it's inside the bale shed. So I'm not going to use that shed here. I don't think we need it. I might use it on hinterland. I should say might. I probably will. Anyways, since we just checked all our factories and the animals are doing just fine, price check. So fabric right now is at $39.25, which is better than last year at $38.69. And it says the price is going down. Is that the case? Sometimes I don't trust those up and down arrows. I'm just saying. I've seen where it said the price is going down and the price is actually going up, and vice versa. So it showed May last year as being the best time, apparently. So if I go back to here, hang on a second. We'll speed up time a little bit at a good rate. See what these prices are doing. They're staying right there. So that means they may have peaked. Alright. So let's go ahead and slow down time. And I guess we'll... Wait a minute. 39.43. Did that go up? I think you can't stay in the economy page while time's advancing. So you got to kind of keep 44. Yeah, I think the price is dropping. No, 45. 39.45. 39.46. So the price is actually going up. Yeah, so you can't I guess, stare at the price. You actually have to keep going back and forth on it. So the question is, do I want to gamble and sell it now? Or do I want to wait in the morning and see what the price is? So currently, if we were to sell it, I'm going to get $187,060. And tomorrow, if the prices drop a little bit, it drops to what the best price was last year, it'll be $183,283. But if the price keeps going up, I could get more. I think the way my luck's going, if I wait, it's not going to work. So let me slow down time here. Actually put it at half time speed because I don't want the sun to go on down too much. Let's go sell this fabric. And wait, where am I bringing it to again? Okay, so there's 2 places. Okay, so that's the one. Yeah, that's the one right on Main Street. I call it Main Street. And that way, when we sleep overnight, we'll be able to see how much money we saved on the loan. Loan interest, anyways. And if the prices go up a little bit tomorrow, well, we will still have a little bit more fabric because some will be made overnight. But I'm just thinking, you know what, the price is better than it was last year. So let's just take advantage of that, even though the price may go up. There's a good chance it may go back on down. Let's see here. The best... Yeah, I got to go through that big dip there. I think in the future, I may buy these fields, and just so I can make a road going... Well, I could have gone up the road and back down and around. Alright, I'll just do that in the future instead of driving through someone's field. Alright, let's go ahead and park this kind of like right here. And where did I leave? Oh, telehandler's right here, so that's good. I'm stuck behind fabric. So I think last year it took 2 trips, which is just fine. We get what we get out of a trip. But we were sitting at like 5,000 and something, and of course it's zipping on through the day with our wind turbine, and of course the greenhouse is selling the strawberries. We're up to 6,800. Yep, you're hitting the fence there. Trying to get this load of fabric. And what I gotta make sure I do as I load this stuff on up per row, make sure I strap it in. I think most of you will remember the problem we had with the planks over at the sawmill about 10 episodes ago. Just enough room for this telehandler to get to these stacks of fabric. And I hit the fence again. And again. I'm just trying to get closer to the front. Of course, if I didn't move the trailer so far forward, it wouldn't be a problem, right? Alright, we got those strapped on in. Get another row in, then I'll have to start picking up these single ones here. At least the one thing going right so far for me today is getting the pallet forks into the pallets at the right angle. And they are sliding off the forks at a decent rate. I would like to get them all on at once, but I think that might be asking a little bit too much. Alright, I'll continue on here. Get these, well, at least try to get a full trailer. Should be able to. And then we'll head on to the store and start watching the money roll in. I think I'm going to call that good for the first load. I didn't get that last set of 3 pallets on there straight, so no sense in trying to cram just one more stack of 3 on there when I have to come back anyways. So around we go. And this time, I remember I got to go up and around the back side of the store. That way I can get in there a little bit easier. And hopefully get 1 grand total as we sell. But if we don't, we don't. It's not that big of a deal. Because it's not the whole set of fabric that we have. Just a little nervous about selling the stuff in front first because the back of the trailer could start to tip on me. May lift the front and the feet up. $130,343, but we kind of know what we're getting anyways. Let me unstrap and then restrap and unstrap again. It gets rid of all that clicking noise. Alright, now I just need to go back and load up some more. I'll make a U-turn in this farmer's field. He doesn't seem to care too much. Yep, taking the road this time, not going through the crops if I can help it. And load up in the front first. So 5 more stacks. And then before we pay anything off on the loan, we'll grab our trailer, head to the store, fill the trailer full of seed, and get the greenhouses topped off. Well, not topped off. Won't be close to being topped off. But we'll fill them up a little bit more. And then I don't need to be that high off the ground. There we go. And then we'll pay off a good amount of the loan. Maybe keeping about $20,000 in the bank account for whatever I might need. You never know. We are done planting and everything, so I shouldn't need like seed, fertilizer. Well, I need a little bit of fertilizer actually to get those fields fertilized, but that's not going to cost me too much. Make sure I strap these in. Don't want nothing tipping off on me. So remember way back when, probably episode 1 or 2, when we bought the spinnery and I was upgrading it, there were a few comments that said I'm just spending way too much money on the spinnery. But now it is definitely paying off for us. If I decide to upgrade it again, which I'd rather not have to, and at the rate we're going, I think we're fine. It all comes down to the sheep seem to be producing more wool, even though we haven't got any newer sheep. It could be that the young sheep, we almost made it. Almost made it. I don't know how that pallet is there like that, but okay. Can I get that one down? I don't know if the younger sheep... How is that pallet? Okay, whatever. I don't know if the younger sheep, as they grow into mature sheep, do they produce more wool? I can't remember if that's a thing or not. If the younger sheep just don't produce as much wool as the older... yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on getting this other pallet on here. When it comes to pallet forks, I gotta pay attention. Of course, I'm also trying to do other things at the same time as record video, which is not a good idea either. Alright, what do I got left over here? Is it one or two? Oh, just one more? Okay, we can fit this all on there. Won't look as good as the first one. But the money's definitely going to be looking really, really good. Alright, let's park that right here. Let's go ahead and make sure those are all strapped in. Then I'll wake up in the morning and find out that the fabric is going for like 4,000 and something maybe. I don't know. But I'm still not going to complain. I may be a little bit disappointed, but I'm not going to complain. But we all been in this situation to where you try to think, when do I sell the product I got? When do I want to sell it? And you always feel like no matter what you do, you're always going to sell it when you didn't get the best amount of money you could for it. Another 55,000. That would have been kind of neat to get up to 200 grand. See if I can find a way around here without having to... That's too sharp of a corner. You can't make that. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to get back to sawmills, what I'm trying to do. Well, then do it the proper way. I'm trying to. Anyways, I'm going to drop off this trailer. We'll pick up the grain trailer. Come on down here to the store, top it off a seat. Like I said, head over to the greenhouses, top those off. Pay off a decent amount of loan. Sleep through the night, then we'll compare how much we saved on loan interest. Actually, it looks kind of weird going past the spinnery now without all those beautiful colors sitting outside. But we'll have about maybe 3 or 4 pallets in there in the morning. It's actually kind of nice working with the street lights on. I don't usually work at this time of day. I'm hoping I can just top this off with seed. I should be able to. Nope, we don't want any of that stuff. Did I go by it? I hope I went by it. Oh, there it was. I did. So that mod is from the Hinterland map, but I think it comes in another pack as well. The reason why I chose that mod is the prices seem to be spot on. So I paid 11,000 something for 12,000 liters of seed. So that should be what you would get. What is 1,000? Yeah, so it's $800 for 1,000. So we're paying basically what you would do. So I just like it better that way instead of having to buy 8, 9, 10 bags. Just pull up and buy it that way. We're not getting any discount there, but I'm not too concerned about that. It was just a matter of it's faster to fill up than from the bags. A little bit of discount wouldn't hurt when you're buying that bulk, but on the other mods I was using before, That discount was huge. Alright, so let's see. We got 4 greenhouses, 12,000. So I put about 3,000 liters in each. Of course, we're going to ballpark it, of course. Maybe a little bit more or less than others. But I think we had about 3,000 liters in the greenhouses to begin with, so we're doubling up. So yeah, even if I want to keep $120,000 in my bank account, that means we're going to pay $160,000 off this loan. That'll make my accountant happy. I don't know if the bank's actually happy about it because they're getting, loan interest on it. So, but my accountant will be happy, which is me. I can't afford an accountant on the loan I got. All right, let me bring the trailer and the Fiat back to the farm along with myself. I'll spam the repay $5,000 button a few times in the bank account, and we'll have a look at what we paid for loan interest the month before. We'll sleep through the night and see what we save. It's a nice little trailer that we got. I'm glad I didn't get one bigger. Glad I didn't get one smaller. Seems to be about the right size for here. Although if I needed to, I do believe that trailer could expand to a bigger capacity. Someone didn't park the Deutz in there too well. Can I still sneak this in here? Not really. Alright. We'll park it over here for now. I'll probably be using the Deutz tomorrow anyways to fertilize a couple of the fields. Am I stuck? I am stuck. So we'll just, there we go. Do that. Okay, let's go into the bank account. Scroll on down. So, yeah, looks like we paid a little bit of that loan off back in December. That must have been from the silage bales and all that after buying the fields. So we were paying $48.66. We got down to $47.50. But let's go ahead and repay a good amount on this loan here. I said let's keep about 20 grand. I think we're good to go down to about 15. Actually, I want to go down to 10 because, actually, I want to go down to 6. Because that gets it down to $1.25 million. That seems like a good number. I think we can get by on 6. And that will save us a little bit more money on the loan interest. And, of course, that means we should be able to make a little bit more overnight from selling strawberries and such. Let me just double check on a few things. Sheep are good on food. Okay. Chickens, they're all right on food. And the horses, they should be fine until morning. Although, we're going to get 6 new horses by morning. So we'll see. Production buildings, they should be all set to go as well. That's all good there. And, of course, now the seeds and the greenhouse is looking good. Water and solid fertilizer looking good. And sawmill's looking good. So let's go ahead and... Why are you going to check the store page? You can't afford nothing. I know, but it's not. It's fun to look once in a while. Yeah, nothing here of true interest that we need. So let's go ahead and sleep till 8 o'clock in the morning. And we should see in the upper right-hand corner what the loan interest was. Of course, we do have horse helper and all that other stuff, but it should say loan interest and what the total was. $4,166. So we did lose a little bit of money overnight. But overall, the greenhouses and the windmill are making money during the day. But as from when we went to bed and woke up, we actually lost a little bit of money. But overall, we actually benefit on the greenhouses and such. Just to get a true number there. So yeah, we were paying $47.50. So we almost got $600 off the loan interest per month now. So that's pretty darn good. That's going to benefit us quite a bit. We should have some fallow colts running around. These are the new ones. Their health is at 58%. It's kind of funny that they're all just laying down and sleeping. Yep, they still got some hay, but we'll take care of that ASAP. And same thing, probably, we'll just have to, I got 9,000 liters of wool. The sheep are really starting to produce more and more. So I think as the sheep get older, they produce more wool, which is good. Yeah, I'll have to give them some hay / grass, the chickens. I'll probably just go ahead and take care of all the animals first thing in the morning. Well, first thing next episode, I should say. And the only thing in the store, I'm just looking just for curiosity. Yeah, not too bad. But in a couple more months, we got a whole bunch of planks to sell. And so far on the planks, where are the planks? Down at the bottom. We sell them at top price. We should get about $82,000, but we still got May, June, and so we got about 2 more months to make more planks. So we might get up to about $100,000 when we sell planks. And that will probably all go towards the loan again. So not too bad. Not too bad. Things are looking really, really good here. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Selendra. But until then, have a good one.